Okay, you ready?
I am.
Alrighty. Hey, do you prefer Jamie or Jaime?
Either way, but it's Jaime.
Jaime?
Yeah,
Okay. So, good afternoon, Jaime. I appreciate you meeting with me. How are you today?
I'm doing good. Thanks for
Good.
asking.
Good. Yeah. So, I don't want to take too much of your time. I know we have busy, hectic schedules, but I wanted to reintroduce myself based on the introductory email I sent you. My name is Sam Morris, and I'm the creator and founder of Built for More Leadership Development Coaching. We help service organizations and individuals who want to better themselves through life coaching. My background is in facilities, and I see that you're a facilities director at Abrazo West, and your name popped up on my LinkedIn, so I thought this would be a perfect chance for us to connect. What we're going to go over today is real simple. So we have the Built for More background. I'm going to do a quick analysis on what that looks like. But the more meat and potatoes we're going to look at is through Abrazo and how my services can better help you out. So I identified three different challenges based on my analysis that we're going to go over one by one. And then at the end, I'll leave time for some questions. That sounded good?
Sounds good.
Perfect. So first, like I said, Built for More is based on the belief that every person is capable of becoming more than they are today. The brand is built to represent positive habits, leadership, and authenticity. If you look at the bottom there, MORE is actually an acronym for mindset, ownership, resilience, and empowerment. If you have those four pillars, I feel that you can do no wrong. And throughout this presentation, you're going to see me refer back to these four pillars often. Our identity, what we do, we operate off diversity, positivity, and accountability. Bottom line is growth is not reserved for a select few, it's available to everyone, and we all have the power to change our reality through our thoughts and intentions. So without further ado, our Brazo West Facilities Department. So after doing an analysis of your organization, like I said, my background is in facilities, so I thought this would be cool to compare and contrast higher ed to healthcare. Your culture, you operate on a safety, service, and compliance standard. It's really operational centered. That leads you into a servant leadership style because you care for patients first and you put safety of the other people before yours. And that aligns perfectly with the mission, which is to provide quality, compassionate care in the communities that you serve. But with all great companies and departments like your facilities department, it comes with challenges. Three challenges identified right off the bat were complacency, burnout, and staff development. So first, complacency, what is it? With facilities workers, you have a lot of experienced staff that has been tenured on for 10 years, 15 years, even 20 years, right? And so with that job redundancy, you get resistance to change. They're still doing stuff from 2002. The impact on having this complacency is lower engagement and it's difficulty adapting. You also put yourself at risk for safety and compliance when you're not operating on the up-to-date standards. So two pillars that Built for More could help you with mindset and ownership. I can help your employees develop a great growth mindset, and then I can help them reconnect personal and professional goals to the organization. How can their work empower others to the whole organization? And then ultimately becoming proactive instead of reactive. So that's challenge number one. Challenge number two is burnout. What is it? Facilities operates on a 24/7 operation. You have managers on call who operate 24/7, who respond to emergency responses, but you also have critical infrastructure like your HVAC and your air handlers that handle very critical patients, right? So the impact on burnout, you have reduced morale, you have higher turnover, and then increased call outs, which puts more pressure on your leadership. So we're really going to focus on the resilience pillar with burnout and help build adaptability, but also give your leaders stress management techniques, how they can combat this burnout. And then ultimately, we're going to help you deliver and build healthier habits, not in a sense of health or like a diet standpoint, but help your employees get in a routine that makes them want to come to work. And then finally, the last challenge I identified is staff development. So like I mentioned multiple times, you have a really niche related skill force that has strong technical skills. But a lot of times what happens is you have these employees who are nearing retirement. you have to start developing internal talent. And the impact of not doing so, you will have leadership vacancies, you will have a weak succession plan, and then it's going to be hard to retain employees, especially for those executive positions. So Built for More can help you with the empowerment and ownership standpoint on preparing future leaders and then identifying career aspirations through personal development plans, which ultimately helps build better communication to leave Abrazo in a place better than what it was today. And I know that's a very quick, short rundown, but I did send you a more detailed proposal in your email. So if you have any questions regarding the proposal, please let me know. But I want to know if you have any questions centered around this presentation today.
I do. Thanks for the information, Sam. I have a couple of questions. How does Build for More measure the ROI from the leadership and development efforts?
Yeah, so that's a great question. We operate heavily on surveys. We feel that return on investment is measured through measurable success, which is surveys. So what we do is we usually conduct a pre-survey before signing the contract, and then at the conclusion of our contract, we release a post-survey, which is directly centered around engagement and team morale. And what we find with facilities department is retention efforts are directly related to having a high morale and high team engagement. And you start to see that through the work that we put in throughout the course of the contract.
Right. Okay. And how does the More framework support our existing culture and values?
Oh, yeah, that's a great question too. So our pillars are interchangeable, right? So if you have some staff that is really resilient and are great at empowering individuals, then we may only focus on the mindset and ownership accountability aspect and vice versa. So nothing that we do will ever impact your existing culture and values. We're here to help tailor to it and to whatever you feel is necessary regarding your department needs.
Okay, I see. Got it. How would you suggest we invest first if we choose to go with you?
Yeah, so usually it's very up to the leadership and what they want to do, but usually what I tell companies is to usually invest in your supervisors and leads first, especially in a facility standpoint. Your supervisors and leads are extensions of management when they're not in the room. So equipping your supervisors and leads with the tool belt on how to handle these situations and develop a growth mindset can help offset pressure when leadership and executives are not in the room.
Okay. And with that said, based on the assessment you did, how do you feel servant leadership still fit to our identity?
From a healthcare standpoint, you're putting everyone else's needs and care in front of your own. You're providing service. So I do think servant leadership does still apply. But throughout the course, if you do decide to go with Built for More, throughout the course of our tenure, we can always adjust the leadership style. If you want to switch to something more democratic or something that fits more with policies and procedures, we can definitely tailor our teachings, our development to that. But right now, I do think servant leadership, based on my own analysis, is something that fits you the best.
Okay. All right. Sounds
So
good. Yeah,
yeah,
that
and
would
I do
be.
appreciate your time. And if you have any questions, feel free to email me. You have my contact information, and I look forward to hearing from you.
We'll do it, definitely. Thank you for taking the time.
Thank you. Perfect. Okay. Let me go back here, record, stop recording.